Good morning once again, my dear student. This is Gado Kansi taking you in PHP programming. And today we want to look at conditional statement. When we say a conditional statement refers to a statement that is executed based on the condition or certain parameters must hold true before it is executed. And from the various programming languages you've studied, you've learned about the if statement, then the if else statement, then the switch statement as conditional statement. Example, if your temperature, I'm using the if statement as a conditional statement. If your temperature is greater than 31 degrees, then we will say you are not well or you are not fit. So the if statement tests for a condition. When the condition holds true, then a statement is executed or printed, or a code is what executed when the if statement holds true. But with the if else, when the if statement doesn't hold, the else statement is executed. Example, a candidate is eligible to participate in an election if his or her age is greater than or equal to 18. So here, if we pass a candidate age to the if statement and the age is greater than 18, the candidate will be allowed to participate in the election. Otherwise, the else statement will be executed. Let's look at this example. With the if statement, my age is 4 years. And we are saying if your age is greater than or equal to 18 years, you are eligible to participate in this election. As you are a minor. Else you are not eligible. So this is the if statement here. The candidate age, we declare a variable called age, and we initialize the age variable with what? 4. So the variable name is age, and the value of the age variable is what? 4. And with this if statement, we are testing the condition here. If is an conditional statement, and conditional statement, as I said before, are used to verify a condition before a block of code or codes is or are executed. A conditional statement are used to verify a condition before a block of code is or are what executed. An example in PHP and all other languages, since PHP inherited most of it source from C, we have the C if, we have the if else, and we have the switch statement. As at PHP 7.4, which is the stable version released into the master support or the stable version. These are the conditional statement in PHP. The if statement, please test a condition if it is true, then it will execute a block of code. The if else, when the if statement holds false, the else statement will be what? Executed. And then with the switch statement, the variable is tested against parameters, against various conditions. When none of them hold true, then we have a default that will be printed out. We'll look at all these kinds of conditional statements. So we are looking at the if statement. We have declared a variable age to be equal to 4. And we are saying if age is greater than or equal to 18, then the system should print what? You are eligible to vote. So here I'm using both the if and else statement. So here, if the age in this case is less than 18, what will be printed here is what? You are not eligible. So if you want to execute this code, you go to your browser, you open localhost, the folder you save your PHP source code in, and then the file name is what? index.php. You see? So this is what is printed. The server I'm using is Engines. I'm using Engine server. I'm using Engines here as a web server. You can also use WAMP or XAMPP or Lightspeed or IIS, whatever server that can interpret PHP source codes for you. And then the folder, my web root is what? Lesson. That's the folder in which I save my project codes or my source code in it. So yours can be test or today or whatever. That's the folder name in which you save your project or your source codes. And the source code I'm executing now is what? Index.php. As illustrated here, seen here. Index.php. So when I go to the browser, if you are using XAMPP or WAMP, you have to start your server before you run this code. Otherwise, it will tell you the port cannot be what found or the server is not available. So here, the code here is what? It's executed as what? You are not eligible. So you can see here, and my PHP version was 7.4 verse 2. This is the master or the stable branch of the PHP programming language. And then the web server I'm using is Engines, which is both a proxy and a web server, a reverse proxy and a web server. And I'm using a PHP programming language. Okay, fine. The editor I'm using here is Sublime Editor, which is an open source. You can download the code from the net. You can download the setup from the net. It's free of charge. If you have other IDEs like PHP Storm, Notepad++, Visual Studio, Visual Code, or whatever is available, you can use to code it, to write. It will execute. Okay, so here we tested the age against this variable, against this value. And we know that age is 4. Age is 4, and then 4 is not greater than or equal to 18. Therefore, the else statement will be what? Executed. Those are conditional statements. So let's look at one. Date. I'm creating a date value. Let's say this year. So the year is equal to, I'm using the date function. We'll come to the topic functions. PHP has inbuilt function, and the date function is inbuilt already in PHP. You only call it and pass a parameter for it. You pass the parameter y to the date function. So the y stands for what? Year. So this code here or this function will give me the actual year we are in now, which is 2020. So if this year, if variable year is equivalent to 2020, you can either put it in code or you can make it an integer. Since this year will return an integer to you from the function, you can either test it this way or in code as a string. And PHP understand the equality sign like C and C++, the same equality sign. If year is equal to 2020, then we are still in Corona. As we are free from this pandemic. Okay, so we have declared a year variable to hold the current year. So this function here, date, it accepts y. So the y stands for what? Year. Then year as in integer. So we are saying this year is equivalent or equal to what? 2020. Then we are in Corona. As the statement that will come is what? We are free from this pandemic. Okay, free from Corona. So when we execute this code, come back to our IDE, the same file, you reload or you press enter. The year is true.